Hey everyone, happy Monday. I thought we needed some flowers today, some roses, gigantic tall mug, but it's one that I absolutely love because it's a feel good mug. And we're going to make today a feel good Monday, okay? Um, and you don't even have to fake it till you make it because there's always something to be grateful for and something to feel good about, even in our worst. Even at our worst, you know what? You woke up and you're breathing, so you got a new chance. You got another chance. So, hi, Holly here. Again, thank you for spending time with us and everyone else in the collective. All right, so I asked Spirit for the dominant message or the message for the collective, and I just said all of the collective. I feel like I've had to do this. I've had to restart this like 3 times. Okay, and I'm not sure where the confusion is coming from. And I don't feel like it's mine, even though I'm kind of jumbled and all over the place. I know. Um, I feel like confusion. All right, because I'm an energy reader, so it's those of you who've been here at all. I'm an energy reader, and I will get to cards. It will be a general reading, but for right now, I feel like. Oh, I see what's going on. Okay. If you are confused about a situation, and this is the message, and this is the reading for someone who needs to hear this. If you are confused about what to do next, if you are confused about what direction to take, I feel like that is a dominant state for someone or a group in the collective. So I'm asking Spirit, what is the message about that then? Because who's not in a state of confusion about something at any point in their lives or even day? Be patient, be calm. Oh, here we go. Listen and watch for synchronicities and signs. And for some of you, that will be through nature. And don't rely on anyone else to tell you what that means. Don't look at a book. Don't look at the symbols and signs of dream interpretation. If you want to, great, it gives you a starting point, but someone else wrote that. You know what symbols mean for you. Delve into it. Look into it. What does that mean for you? What is the first thing? Connect. Everyone can do this. Connect into your own spirituality. Connect to your divinity and ask clearly, I feel like that had meaning. What does that mean for me, Spirit? What does that mean in my life? Help me to understand, but then be open and willing to understand what it means. That's the message. Okay, that's a good one. Yeah, it only took 3 minutes. All right, we're good. All right, so let's get on with it. And I know it sounds like, well, that seems too simple, or well, that's why I'm here for you. But you know what? This isn't a private reading, and so I want everybody to be empowered. We all have a soul. We all have a perfect soul. It's a matter of whether we trust the information we receive or whether it's clouded by our own insecurities and fears. I want you to be empowered. I want you to know you can do this. I want you to hear this with all certainty. When uncertain of what to do next, pull back for a minute. Take a deep breath. Be calm within yourself. If what you're currently doing has not worked for you up to this point, it may be time for a new direction. Or maybe it's that, well, I'm not going to go into the maybes because you know what works for you and what doesn't. If you constantly have that needling, nagging feeling that something's just not quite right, then it may not be. If you keep getting the same repetitive thing happening to you in nature, then pay attention to it and ask Spirit to help you. Ask your guides and your guardians. Ask your higher self or your sacred self to help you to understand what it means. Ask for total clarity. I always like to tell my guides and guardians, I don't like subtlety. I don't understand subtlety. I don't get it. I second guess it. I second guess myself. I need it to be as blatant, as I always said a brick through a window. That's a little volatile, but hey, you can't help but notice that, I'm not asking for that, but I'm saying make the information perfectly and abundantly clear in what direction I should move, who I should trust, what cords I should let go. Well, all cords you need to let go of, but, what situations and people need to drift away from me, what do I need to bring toward me, and what will bring me health and abundance of all types and that kind of thing. Okay? So ask for clear guidance and ask for the wisdom to understand that guidance. You have the ability to do this. If you are watching this and you're breathing, you can do this. All right? Have faith. Have faith in yourself the way Spirit has faith in you. All right. That was the big first message, and that was the dominant energy for the day with Spirit. Now, I need to get a drink of something warm, and then we'll get into the cards. All right. We are going to go, well, actually, we're going to go into the cover. We're going to go into this one. That makes sense. And try to, you can't laugh at yourself, All right. Light Seers Tarot. We're going to get into that in a minute. First, this one is kind of reaching out to me. I want to look at the Angels and Auras Oracle cards, and we're going to see what they have to tell us. What does Spirit have to tell us using the cards? Cards are just a vehicle. People use runes, sticks, bones, tea leaves, coffee grounds, energy, whatever it is. It doesn't matter what you use. It's all just a tool. These cards have no value or no intrinsic anything. It's like everything is alive, yeah, but we can imbue it with love and gratitude and that kind of thing, or it can be used for negativity. But, point is, it's the spirit behind it. It's the message behind it. It's like a prayer is an empty prayer. They're just words if you don't have an intention behind it. Okay. Now, words have meaning, don't get me wrong, but, oh, how sweet. Angels are watching over you. And that is a person holding her head in her hands that's got some worry going on. So that tells me that message was, somebody needed to hear that. Supported, protected, loved, and encouraged. Your guides and your guardians want you to reach out to them. Your guides and your guardians want you to contact them. They want you to talk to them. They want you to talk to them as a friend. It doesn't have to be a stylized, specific prayer. You don't have to do certain things. You don't have to do certain rituals. You can if that makes you feel closer, if that helps you get in that headspace, but you don't have to, okay? You don't have to. Your greatest asset is your own personal soul that connects you, and it is part of the divine. It is part of the all that is. It is part of the creator. If you carry that creation within you, you don't need tools. Now, I'm using these cards, and this is a tool because we are still human, and it kind of validates. When I connected and said, what is the message? Well, you know what? This validated it. So if tools help you in that way, great. But understand, all you need to do is talk to your guardians, talk to your guides, talk to your higher power like a friend. Because that's what they are. They are our friends in spirit. They are our spirit family. They are part of us. We are part of them. Okay? So you are supported, you are protected, and you can do this. All right? Don't give someone your power. Don't give me your power. Don't give anyone else your power. Okay? You have to make decisions for yourself based on your connection to spirit. There we go. And that's great news. That is amazing news. It really is. Amazingly good news. It means that you have it within you. Okay. All right, let's get to the Light Seers Tarot and find out what kind of messages we have And this is a little pocket version that I like so much. All right, now, little pocket version. Excellent. Now, here we go. All right, so let's get into some readings here. What are messages for the collective today? Now, this will be general. It cannot apply to everyone. So I'm going to ask Spirit, help me to understand what the collective needs to know, or parts of the collective, whomever this reading is for. Help me to understand what to tell them. Make me a conduit and a vessel of your messages. Thank you. Okay, that one I'm going to put to the side. It was kind of sticking out sideways. Okay, we've got 4 that went obviously flying and 2 that kind of went sideways. All right, they want me to do one more shuffle. I'm getting to do, and there we go. And one went flying. Okay, so this is the bulk of the reading. And then we're going to look at those 2 on the side. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we had 5 that definitely flew out. 2 that were sticking out sideways and on the side. So how am I supposed to take these? Potential undercurrents. Okay, so we're going to keep those aside as potential undercurrents. But the main 5 are as follows. Hold on, man. All right. We have 10 of Cups, 6 of Cups, the Devil, the High Priestess, and then Death, Rebirth. Okay, now, the 2 undercurrent cards as potential undercurrents for this. 6 of Wands and 7 of Pentacles. Oh, okay. All right, this one keeps sliding off where I had it and wanting to be part of this read. Okay, so 6 of Wands. Okay. Both of these I'm reading as positive cards right now. Okay. Now, all right. And they want me to start here, actually. So whatever is going on, you are putting in the work, putting in the time, nurturing growth, nurturing something that is in the process of growing. And the outcome is going to be that you are going to be standing in the light. You are going to be, and this is the light of accolades and recognition, but also, more importantly, the light of all that is, that inner light that you have, and the light that it connects you. Because what I'm getting more than anything, this doesn't have to do with the mundane world, if you want to call it that. This has to do with, that feels like standing in your power, standing in your spirit, standing in your truth and your authenticity. That's what that means. That's when you will nurture and grow and develop the things that have real meaning for you in your life. All right. Now, so that's a wonderful, wonderful way to say, hey, this is what's possible for you. Okay. Now, and all these things are possibilities. There's nothing 100% set in stone except that we are born and then we leave this incarnation. So let's take a look at these. All right, 10 of Cups, 6 of Cups, the Devil, the High Priestess, and then a rebirth or renewal, change, and death. This is not a literal death. This is a death of an old way. I'm getting that there are multiple ways to read these cards, and that's what I'm sorting through, because it's sort of like boom, 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 boom. I'm seeing them as reels in my head, kind of like, here you go. So let's take a look at this. Starting out with the 10 of Cups and the 6 of Cups. One is an old way of life is ending, and you realize that. Someone in the collective is letting go of the past. They are letting go of either family, or I feel like it's someone intimately connected to you. So it's either a partner or a family member that maybe is no longer here, that you have to let go of that. You just have to let go of the situation, because it's not something that you can hold positive memories because it was good, but at some point you have to realize it could be holding you back. The Devil card is holding you back and keeping you a slave to the past. Whereas you're the High Priestess, male, female, it really doesn't matter. The High Priestess is just that. She knows how to manifest. She knows how to bring in the new. She knows how to alter and change the energy around her to create the life and the world she wants. And so it is time for a rebirth. It is time to rise from the ashes like a phoenix. A phoenix is a significant sign for someone. So you are in the middle of that phoenix state. Okay, you are in the middle of rising up from what you thought your life would be to the realization that it isn't. But that you can create whatever you want, and you will create bigger and better. But you had to go through this energetic purging, cleansing, a death of sorts, to find your renewal and rise up from the ashes. You are the phoenix. And when you stand in your authenticity, your truth, your connection to the divine, that's when you find your real power. Also, I'm getting, if someone is dabbling in things you shouldn't be dabbling in, you're trying to bend other people's will to you, or you're trying to create through less than positive means, that's going to hold you back eventually. So be aware of that. Yeah. Be careful what you do. Be careful what you're doing. I don't want you to suffer. So reevaluate some of your practices. Okay, that's for someone who's dabbling in stuff they really shouldn't be dabbling in. There's always a price to pay. All right, now, that's just very tiny little part. Okay. Now. If that's not you, ignore that. That's not for you. All right, so another way to look at this. Someone is getting so lost in nostalgia. Someone is getting so lost in nostalgia that they are almost condemning themselves to relive the past and not move forward. They are being weighed down and drowning in the emotions of the past. And even though they were wonderful, instead of allowing them to build you and uplift you, to teach you lessons, it's dragging you down. It's like you're trying to swim to the surface and you've got just this much of your face with just your nose above water, but you've got these weights tied to your ankles, and you keep fighting and fighting and fighting to stay above water. When you let go of old memories that might be keeping you back, it could be abuse from your childhood, it could be a relationship gone wrong, it could be a marriage that didn't survive, or it could be that maybe it was someone that you thought was someone else and turned out not to be who they said they were, and you're still holding on to the fantasy in your head. And I mean, that's all hard, I get it. It could be truly what it was, but then you lost them to death or whatever, or just that they were a fake individual, or you committed yourself to a career of trying so hard to do the right thing, only to find out, wow, you put all your faith in something that turned out not to be what you thought it was going to be, and you ended up just bottomed out from it. There are a whole lot of ways to look at that. It's not just relationships. It's not just death. It could be a career life. It could be something that you've given yourself to for years and years and years of service, only to realize when you needed help, no one came to your aid, even though you did all of that work for all of those years. That's why people who work for nonprofits get so burned out and so depleted sometimes. It's hard work. It's fulfilling work, but there's got to be some balance. Otherwise, you burn out. This is the burnout. The devil doesn't have to be like nefarious and plotting and all that. We can be our own worst enemy. Okay? Now, water isn't bad by itself, but when you got weights tied around your ankle, water can be, oh my gosh, am I going to survive this water? Am I going to survive this lake I'm being tied to or pulled under to? Am I going to survive the undertow of an ocean? The water's not the problem. The weights tied around your ankles are the problem. So, step into that high priestess energy. If you are feeling incapable of surviving in a current situation, figure out what you need to do to change it. And it could be just changing the way you look at it. How much of yourself you give into it, because you're not leaving anything for yourself. Okay? Doesn't mean you have to go quit your job. It doesn't mean you have to leave someone. It doesn't mean you have to do whatever. I mean, it just means you've got to understand, and I'm hearing the word boundaries. So Spirit wants you to put up boundaries to help you reinvent yourself within the parameters of what you're looking at. Because otherwise, if you just like ditch it and then run off to something else, odds are going to be good. You're just going to create the same pattern over again. So what can you do to truly at a core level change? Because when that change happens, that's when you're able to then move on and out of whatever isn't serving you and into something else. That's big. All right. Now, you do have the ability to let go of the old that doesn't serve you. Keep what does serve you. Keep the lessons. Keep the knowledge. Keep the wisdom. Keep the emotional growth. A phoenix doesn't rise from the ashes, without feathers. The feathers don't get burned off. You don't see some scrawny looking little chicken rising up out of a flame, okay? God love a chicken. But, if you're a phoenix, you're in full plumage, gorgeous and ready, okay? I know that's a funny analogy. It kind of makes me laugh. Yeah. So... So are you a plucked chicken or are you the phoenix? Right now you might feel like a plucked chicken, but you know what? You have the soul of a phoenix. You have the spirit of, you have a perfect soul in the image of all that is. You have the spirit of a phoenix. Look what you've overcome. Look what you've done. Look who you are. Look what you're capable of doing. All right. I'm so proud of you. Someone needs to hear that too. Think about, you may not feel like you've accomplished everything you need to, but you know what? You have survived. And that is accomplishment that's a huge accomplishment all on its own. And you need to hear that was a lot of work. And I hope you are proud of yourself, because Spirit is proud of you. And they're all going, that's how they show me that's like, yay. You have cheerleaders. You have a whole spirit team of cheerleaders cheering you on. Okay, anything else? They said the vice versa, which I find a little surprising. Okay, I didn't know I was going to go with this deck right now. The vice versa tarot. This is the little mini version. It has an image on both sides. Very cool deck. They said stop right here and just take the first card. All right, this is what they wanted me to show. Oh, I see. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, because I was shuffling and they were like, take these. Because I was like, man, this could be a whole another reading of big. It's like, no, this is validation of where you will go when you do rise up like the phoenix and take control of your life. You create the messages you want to hear and what you believe about your life that are not connected to anyone else. the Fool. And the Fool is not a great name for that because it's actually spirit of adventure. In this instance, we're calling it the spirit of adventure. You are looking toward the sun and a new day is dawning for you. Now, 10 of Cups again, but this time with a big rainbow above your head. That's the end of the rainbow. That's your pot of gold. All those gold cups right there. And in a loving embrace. That could be an internal embrace. That could be you embracing spirit. That could be you embracing your knowing. That could be you embracing a new career path. That could be you embracing another person or a child. This is what the back of that card looks like. But this is the way it came out. Or was shown to me. And this one, the Four of Wands, celebration, unity. This is when the sun's going down. If you heard that, that's my stomach growling. This is the beginning of a new day. All three of these, the commonality is the sun is rising. It's a new day. That song's playing in my head, and I'm feeling good. So you know what? Yes. Because I'm including myself in this one because I want to claim that one. I want to claim that reading. So I think I will. Okay. That's pretty good. All right. Good things are coming, people, but we have to believe it. Oh, funny. Okay. I knew someone, her favorite phrase used to be, and this was a long time ago, so it's been a long time since I've heard this, but it's true. And this is what I just heard. If you keep doing the definition of insanity one about, the definition of insanity is if you keep doing the same thing the same way over and over again, but expect a different outcome. So you know what? You be that phoenix. Ooh, I do love chicken, and chicken can save your life. It really can. The whole thing about chicken soup and chicken when you're sick, spot on. It's a real thing. And for all of you vegans or vegetarians, I'm sorry, but honor the chicken. It will save your life. Now, aside from that, spiritually, a phoenix will exalt you because you are going to rise from those ashes. I must be hungry because I keep seeing that phoenix rising, chewing on a chicken wing. I'm sorry. I know. It's terrible. It's awful. And one thing I do is I always thank the spirit of the animals, and I ask for God to bless them in their presences. And I thank them for blessing them in their presences because I know they already do. So I thank Spirit for blessing them in the presences before I eat them. So it's not like I'm being cavalier about it. But anyway, boy, weird digression. I know. Yeah, I'm a little all over the place today. But that's okay. Okay. All right, my fellow phoenixes. Rise and take charge of your day, your week, because you have a perfect soul, and I'm so grateful for you. I'm so, so grateful. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you tomorrow. Be well. Bye.